Y'all, this is what my nails really look like on a pretty regular basis. Like, you normally see the extreme version after I've been neglecting myself, because when I actually want to do maintenance, it's either raining or it's so cloudy outside that it looks like the moon is eclipsing the sun. So I'll skip it for the sake of being able to film it when the weather's nicer and then postpone it again. But today, I've been blessed, at least for now. As you can see, I lost the corner of my toenail, so I'm going to cut it really short to even it out and around the corner like I did the other side so that it's less prone to cracking. But I'm pretty sure I stubbed my toe on like a dumbbell or something, so nothing was going to save it. But applying more polish can help. I think this is like literally one coat of base, but when you build up the layers of your polish, that hardened resin acts as a brace while still being a little bit flexible. If you have a hard time seeing whether or not your free edge is symmetrical or straight, you can use the nail file as kind of like a background. And if you're against cutting, this is your monthly reminder that you can use a cuticle stone to remove dead skin around and on the nail plate. Just don't forget to wet it first. Generally, you should leave the area under your nail alone because the skin there is the hyponychium and it can be pretty sensitive because unlike the cuticle, it is living tissue. However, despite how it may look, I'm actually not close to mine. This is the skin beneath that, more so the front of my toe. So I'm using the stone to work off the dead skin from it rubbing against my shoe. And I'm not being aggressive, I'm just gently massaging and letting the pumice do all the work. This is the current state of my nails. Trash. Because of course the day that I plan to paint them is the same day that I will break a nail while breaking nail boxes. Not to mention I also chipped this thumb the week before. Which now that I think about it, why was I even doing that? Clearly that is a post-builder gel activity, but I digress. And my cuticles are dry. Of course, what else is new? I mean, I have been abusing my hand sanitizer because I refuse to get sick this winter. But don't be me, actually stay on top of moisturizing your hands and apply your cuticle oil. I haven't because I'm running out of room to carry stuff. The last little minute, I just been raw dogging life with whatever fits in my pockets. I do plan on carrying a bag again because I can't keep doing this. Like, I'm one of those people who need a first aid kit of emotional support items just to survive being in public spaces. I'm talking noise canceling headphones, sunglasses, eye drops. I need to be like a walking CVS. I need to be prepared for any given scenario at all times. However, I'm starting to realize why I stopped in the first place, because I cannot find a cute non-leather bag to save my life that's also not $17,000, because who's paying that for plastic? This is not leather, so why are you charging me genuine cowhide prices? But again, I digress. If you have any recommendations though, please put your bags in the comment section and I will kiss you on the forehead if you can find me one in cactus leather. It's a new year, almost, because winter is not the time to refresh. However, I am getting a head start. Either that or my ADHD needs a project. Either way, a revamp is in order. So I've already given my bio site a makeover, powered by Squarespace, of course, because although, yes, it is a website builder, it's also an all-in-one stop for any platform that you share content on, whether you're an artist, running a business, or both. You can sell things both on and offline by taking appointments, booking consultations. I just picked a new template on my phone by using the Unfold app, but you can also edit from your laptop like in a browser. I love this for links because I get a lot of questions about the things that I'm using. So you can add links for the things that you talk about most often, even embed videos that kind of elaborate in more detail about the things that you're posting short clips of. And here you can also sell products that you offer as well. And of course, on the back end, you can review analytics to see a better picture of your demographic. If you haven't tried it yet, you can go to squarespace.com/abetweene for a free trial and 10% off your first purchase. So if you notice that you haven't seen a newsletter in your inbox in a while, that is why. It inadvertently went on hiatus while I was brainstorming, but it will be back after the rebrand. I might even start like maybe a Substack or something in the meantime. Let me know if that's something you want to see. I heard that using powder like cornstarch is really good when using an e-file, but I keep forgetting to do that. This is why I love growing my nails out. Like, it makes my fingers look like they're actually long. And then here is when I realized that I may be kind of hypermobile. Can anyone confirm? Apparently it is common in people with ADHD and autism. Arian, can you please focus? Oh, my bad. Now it's time to fix my nail. I still have polish on, so I'm going to remove it first. We want to buff the nail. And it doesn't have to be a lot, so you don't necessarily need a high grit to do this. I just use a 180 because we just want to remove the natural shine, and then rubbing with alcohol to remove any dust. If you also like to use forms, this is an example of how you don't want them to fit. I've done everything right. My center point is aligned with the nail and the sticker is pinched symmetrically. Problem is, my nails don't have as strong of a C curve as the cylindrical shape of the form. So to remedy that, I'm snipping the opening at each corner where the sidewalls and the free edge meet. I just mixed two products that I've had for like a long time, an off-white, slightly yellow acrylic powder and a silk off builder gel. So I'm basically making my own poly gel, but free edge builder gels like this do exist. I know that Cocoist has one. It's pretty popular. I haven't tried it personally because I'm probably like never gonna run out of this combination, but it looks convincing. Also, if you want a more detailed step-by-step tutorial, I've actually already made a video showing this technique, so it should be showing up on the screen right now, and I'll also link it in the description box below. So if you're military or you work a job where you can't have anything but clear, this is the extension you want. Like, what do you mean that's not my nail? I actually prefer potted gels to bottled ones because I just feel like I have more control, but it can feel very different to a traditional brush, which is constantly sitting in that formula. So to make it a bit easier, it's helpful to work some of the gel into the bristles. Now, right now, you're probably confused because red Frenchies are not in the thumbnail picture, but just give it a second because about here is when I started second guessing this color. First I thought maybe it's just my pointer finger because this one is a little hawkish, which can skew shapes due to the higher apex and the free edge sloping downwards. So I did another nail and I was like, yeah, no. But at this point, I had also wasted enough time that whatever I was about to do needed to be quick because your girl wanted to go to bed. So I remembered that I had these inks, which are perfect because you can do your little design without having a flash cure in between. So by the time you finish one hand or both, they're fully air dried. So you can just apply top coat and be done. I wanted to do a tortoise inspired marble, but as you may have noticed, especially if you're familiar with my mixology series, I only have magenta, cyan, and yellow so that I could just make my own color. And that helps me hopefully keep the amount of product that I have down to a minimum while also being more convenient when it comes to travel. When using gel, what makes the marble look the most convincing is adding depth. So I intended to add a layer of this milky white to then put more ink on top of, but I like the way it looked after I applied it, so I just kind of stopped here. And for my right hand, I mixed a all nude batch of colors, but made them more green based, creating a deeper palette. So my left hand is more of an amber that has a lot of warmth to it, which I also really like. I do like a little mismatch. In fact, I really prefer a different design on every single nail because, like, why not? That's 10 different opportunities to play. But it seems like every time I sit down to do my nails, I don't want to invest the time in actually doing that. Instead, I do whatever's going to help me finish the soonest. For starters, I need to stop doing my nails in the middle of the night, obviously, and start early in the day, clearly. Something to be mindful of as well, if you don't take your design all the way up to the cuticle like I did on the left hand, it'll actually age better, like a French tip would, whereas when you do the opposite, there'll be a clear line of demarcation as it grows out.